NYU Langone Health is a major network of hospitals in New York, and they've just announced they're ending what they call gender-affirming care, more accurately described as irreversible interventions in normal youth development for minors. This comes as we continue to see lawsuits brought by adults who say they were aggressively coerced into transitioning and permanent treatments as children. In an op-ed, What I Suffered Being Transgender, Soren Aldaco says she was gaslit into transitioning. She says only 30 minutes after meeting with a nurse practitioner, she was prescribed testosterone as well as estrogen blockers. And at 19, she underwent a double mastectomy. She pointed out the irony: unable to vote or drink, but permanently altering her body was an option. And she wants the medical professionals who made it happen to face consequences. The Texas Supreme Court just heard her case. So the question is, are these lawsuits an indication that there are more to follow and the tide is changing on this kind of gender-affirming care? Joining now to share her story is Soren Aldaco. Soren, thank you so much for being here tonight. So you started thinking that you were wanting to identify as transgender when you were 11. Tell us about your experience and what eventually led you to changing your mind.
Thanks, Katie. I began identifying as trans when I was 11 after spending a lot of time online. I was in art forums with other little girls and boys, and I was also in chat rooms with adults. Those experiences and the role play that I was doing during them led me to be divorced from my developing body and to pursue alternate means for understanding it, which ended up being transgender identity. About 10 years prior, I might have identified as a tomboy, but down this road, by age 15, I had doctors affirming this belief in my transgender identity before my family. 2 years later, at 17, I would go on hormones, testosterone and estrogen blockers, as you mentioned. And by 19, I'd have that surgery, the double mastectomy.
So you said you realized you had been gaslit. What do you mean by that?
Following my mastectomy, I had major complications. I had hematoma, and I knew this from the start. The bruising was kind of hard to ignore, to say the least. And when I told my doctors this on at least 3 separate occasions, they acted like nothing was going on, including giving me responses that indicated they hadn't even read my messages to begin with. I actually ended up having to go to a different emergency room to find care, and they still wouldn't admit anything was wrong, to the point that they ended up ghosting me.
So doctors are supposed to do no harm. That's the number one thing that they're supposed to do. And it seems like there was a lot of harm done to you. You know, you talk about how you want to hold doctors accountable, but when I was reading your op-ed in the Wall Street Journal, I can't help but notice that you were also told by a psychiatrist that your distress was related to your transgender identity. So not only were you prescribed testosterone and estrogen blockers within 30 minutes of seeing a nurse, you also were told by a psychiatrist while you were there with your stepmother that this is what you needed to do. So do psychiatrists also need to be held accountable for this kind of behavior?
I do think that he needs to be held accountable, but unfortunately, that specific event happened when I was 15. So the issue that we've been arguing before the Supreme Court has to do with statute of limitations. That was 2 years prior to my suit. That would have been even further back. That would have been about, I'd say, 5 or 7.
You mentioned the Supreme Court hearing. This is the Supreme Court of Texas hearing oral arguments for your case. That happened just this month. Can you tell us about how that went, what's going on, and what you're hoping to accomplish?
Yeah, that's a great question, Katie. At the Supreme Court of Texas, last week, they heard oral arguments in a very specific part of my case having to do with the time frame in which I'm allowed to sue. In most cases of medical malpractice, the act that causes harm and the harm that's caused are typically done at the same time, like if a surgeon leaves a medical instrument inside of you. But increasingly in these novel transgender cases, we're seeing a gap between the act and the harm. So when the letter was written for me in January, it didn't cause harm for me until June when I had the surgery. We argued that quite well. I think my counsel did amazing. And hopefully the Supreme Court, we don't know when we'll hear back, but hopefully they will agree with us that the harm didn't happen and I couldn't have sued until June.
All right, well, that case is ongoing, so please keep us updated on what happens with that and any other cases that you may see in the future that may be impacting how this is handled in the medical system, not just in Texas, but all over the country. Soren, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. We look forward to having you back. Thank you.
Thanks, Katie.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.